What's up, YouTube? Godforman221 here, and welcome to another COH2 match. Quick announcement at the beginning of this video. First of all, opponent is very nice. I like that. Quick announcement at the beginning of this video. It is Holy Week, actually. So I'm about to go back home for break. So there will be some less content. This will be the last COH2 video until I get back from break on Easter Monday. Just putting that out there. So I'm playing as the OKW. We're playing with Lipton on this Shimiski Winter. This map was actually in COH1, not the winter version. The winter version's weird, so let's talk about that. The winter version, the feel is here for the guys on our side. I think on the non-winter version, I think the feel is here and here. So my goal is to defend our fuel, but that's going to leave Lipton a little vulnerable in the middle. I'll just show us really quickly here. So what I have to do is I have to hold our fuel against the Brits, which are somewhat tough. Look at these guys just hop in and out of the building multiple times. Nope. So the question is, what victory points do we go for? Okay. Let's say Lipton secures this one, right? Okay, I have to secure the right victory point. That should be the one I go for. Let them have this. We can't spread out, get ourselves spread out too thin here. So to be a little careful here. The problem for me as the OKW is it is hard to counter. So this map is actually not a very friendly OKW map. I'm just going to say that right now because your Sukusu Fuses, I mean, it's very choke pointy. Now, what I mean by that is there's a lot of narrow fighting, so there's not a lot of land for area for maneuver. Especially with machine guns, you know, one good machine gun could basically cover this whole attacking section right here. And I'm gonna have trouble with his machine guns early on because I don't have flame grenades. I haven't built a headquarters yet. Now I can outflank and bring in my car to try to do as much damage as I can. I just got to make sure this guy doesn't suppress him, which he does. So he's going to suppress that unit and then immediately suppress this unit. And look at the low health we took there. And my car's just been spinning around in circles like the guy's had too much schnapps. But yeah, just got utterly, I'm getting wrecked by this machine gun here. Thankfully these guys are back up and they can start shooting in. I'm just going to make his machine gun fall back here. I have to fall back my own infantry. And there's two more British, another machine gun and two more British squads coming in. So it is, I'm targeting the weak squad first. I'm just going to retreat with this unit as this guy secures the munitions. Very low health for his British unit. He really, I mean, I may even wipe this if I'm, almost wipe that. So what I'm saying is it's going to be a little hard for me on this side to really be able to secure this with the amount of choke points. It's not very friendly to the OKW. Because we don't have mortars. We have the... Oh, we're following Lipton's camera. That's weird. I guess. That's kind of cool. I never actually clicked follow camera before. See me jumping around. I guess you don't really think about when you move your camera. Well, I'm making myself do something to stop. Lipton's fighting against the mortar. They have a machine gun here. We have secured the center, and it's up to me to try to take this side here, but it's... The problem with fighting on this side, for me at least, is that my headquarters is not close nearby. This is very easy for them to reinforce quickly, get units back to the front line here, while I have to go all the way around the bottom of the map and get this way, so it's a little bit of an issue. But the same could be said for the US on this side here, so... The problem is, like, if this was the summer map, I would have said, okay, no problem, we're on the southern side, therefore we will take the center, we will take the north. We don't need this side, this is not our fuel, I can protect it enough when it's down here. But we're going to stop complaining about the map and choke points. This was what I'm up against, and this is what I'm going to be fighting. My opponent is laying down mines. I can actually see him laying down the mines, I can see these units. So I am aware of mines here. I gotta be careful with light vehicles. They do have a mortar still firing at Lipton. Lipton is securing this right side again because they've left it completely unoccupied. Do you have some units guarding their field? Their field's actually very vulnerable. Seems like they're pushing against Lipton here. He's going to be doing more of the fighting, honestly. I'm going to... This match is good. It gets good a little later for my side, but the early action's all pretty much with Lipton. I am going to struggle against the British units here in this very narrow fighting area. Now, Lipton does have his unit in the church. You just have to be careful. He does have to be careful of that collapsing on him with low health there. Vickers are... Look at the health. Absolutely wrecking that. He is bombarding the Brits in this house here. Lipton gets one caught. He's going to flank around with a nice rifle grenade on the mortar. Wipes out the U.S. mortar here. Very, very nice. He's got to get this guy out of here, which he manages to do. The problem is there's a big U.S. army over here. Or 2 units. 3 units with these British on retreating. So 2 units are going to push and try to stop that. Anyway, I'm trying to shift to the middle a little bit here, but there's this MG that's going to stop me. So I got flames. I'm going to kick those guys out of there. And this car is almost dead, but manages to reverse itself. I tell it to back up and it goes forward. Oh, good times. And also, the other problem is the Brits keep popping in this house here. I got my infantry support gun. I know. I hate these things. I really don't like mortars, infantry support guns. I like to fight more with direct fire units. I'm only doing that because he has a mortar right here. So a little while back I was... Look at the middle just falling. A little while back I was doing on Season 5. In Season 5 I was doing a thing where I had Sugusufusus trying to take out emplacements. It was on Red Ball Express. So what I decided to do this time, because you guys gave me advice, I just use the infantry support guns. They're a good counter. I'm even getting 2. They are a good counter to the mortar emplacements. They really are. They're a counter. That's what they are. I don't like when you mass them up, getting 4. But they're there. I'm going to repair. I don't really have a lot of use in the front line here, so I'm putting all my money into, my manpower currently into bombarding the British position here. It looks like Lipton was able to push that unit back. Oh, he gave his guys Gewehr's. Very, very nice. Oh, Lipton, no. He didn't. He walked off a second too late. So I'm going to take this point because every one of these standard points is now 5 fuel, 5 munitions, 3 fuel. Machine gun in a good position here. And they have the mortar support. I forgot the #1 rule of artillery or tanks. Do not place them on ice. Look at that. We are basically on borrowed time right here. And yeah, they just collapsed. And I was looking up top, I'm like, wait, how did... Yeah, no, some sink, so... I'm not trying to flank around, open up the position of the Brits. They just have so much infantry, it's kind of hard for me. Now they're moving forward. This is a mistake. Engaging OKW Storm Pioneers up close and then hopping over a wall, further delaying yourself. So I managed to push the machine gun back. I'm going to fight the Brits to basically a standstill on this side. I have someone open their defense. Thankfully, I have more Storm Pioneers coming in. Lipton, meanwhile, has been pushed out of the center. That was a great hit from their mortar, actually. And using these combination to look at that mortar coming down. So this was actually, it was a good idea. It was a nice flanking maneuver. The machine gun just killed me there. So I did some real damage. I'm seeing mortars fall around, and I see a giant hole in the ice, which is really bad. Oh, our opponent went airborne, by the way, so can we actually see these guys from the sky fall in here? Perfect spot to land them, actually, in the middle of the field. So it's all good. We're triple capped. Well, we're double capped right now. Lipton, thankfully, stopping the victory point bleed. We've not led the whole time, actually. I've retreated off the ice after losing some more troops here. And I'm just having trouble breaking this deadlock on this side. He's got his machine gun coming back. I don't know what it was. It was just, I was just struggling on this side. It's also a little rusty. I don't play this game every day. That's for sure. I'm very aware of a Panzerschreck. I need these against armor, or even an armored car, which he actually has. So I see riflemen. They're trying to go after a few. I'm like, my goal right now is to get this victory point, but if I can't, at least protect our fuel, which I'm not doing a great job of right now. And they're going to start, they're really double teaming us. They'll double team Lipton in the north there for a little bit. Now they're going after me. I hit his engine and I'm like, okay, bro, you're in trouble. You're in real trouble. We got the Panzerschreck blob coming in. The problem is he's going to get behind the cover of his machine gun. And he was actually able, with the damaged engine, I was actually surprised at how quickly he was able to retreat on the road here. And seeing his vehicle so far off, I realize it's a lost cause right now. But unfortunately, by having being pushed back here, Lipton is going to have to... He got outflanked in the middle. Thankfully, he has taken this side again. We're just having trouble with the infantry. Our opponents have far more units than we do. A lot of infantry. You can give those guys Tommies. So I'm going to set up my... This is somewhat of a decent position. I'll be able to... This will protect my flank where my headquarters is. Okay, I was going to say, very surprised he didn't actually repair that. I'm going to try to grab some more Volks Grenadiers here. Husband has Storm Pioneers, Panzer Grenadiers moving in, PGs. Well, that church just collapsed. So he's trying to dodge a mortar here. They don't... AT on the ice. It's another thing not to put on the ice. We saw my mistake. So I need to get our fuel back. I can get a vehicle out. I definitely want it to be a Panzer IV or a Panther. Just something heavy on this side. The problem is we're only getting 19 fuel, and so thankfully once I get this back, we'll go back up. And I also can get a Storm Tiger. That would be good. It's actually pretty good against burst defenses, I think. So he's repairing this, unfortunately. It has 12 kills. We'll get up to 18 before I get rid of this thing, hopefully. I'm just watching my guys. I'm trying to dodge mortars, and that they kind of bunched up to... They got stuck on the tree there. I'm just trying to dodge it. My Vet 2 unit is so low on health. Every one of those rounds is killing someone. Infantry move up. Perfect flanking shot here. Stops them from being able to use the cover of that wall. I managed to capture that, and I have to fall back with this unit. Because they're hot on my trail here, and more Brits moving in. And we can now have the Panzer Commander. And the car's coming in again, and he knows I have the AT units here. I think at this point I'm trying to lure him and maybe make him go forward. But this house is actually going to be caught on fire here soon. It's smoking. Lipton is really stretched out here going against paratroopers on this side. He does have a bunker though, which is helping, and a lot of grenadiers. Grenadiers well, but he has a lot more infantry than I do. I'm grabbing a machine gun now, finally. And we are struggling. They're really on the offense here. I really want to kill that car if I can. Thankfully, the machine gun's not shooting at me, and I'm pushing forward here. But I decided to retreat there, and perfect mortar shell land right in the middle of all their troops. It landed right in the middle of all their troops and killed my squad. So I'm in trouble. They're both over here. The U.S. I'll give a credit to my opponents here. They are doing a great job of spreading us out. They're fighting against Lipton on the left. They're fighting against me. They're doubling. If my machine gun actually got set up, I can reinforce them here too. The ice is kind of freezing over again after we lost those brave soldiers. Man, the infantry support gun, which has 9 kills for me. They're bringing up an AT gun. They're actually going to probably try to threaten this building here. In fact, I know they're going to try to threaten that because he's actually can't see my vehicle because it would be shooting at him. So he's trying to shoot through the fog of war. Here's how he's doing. He's doing attack ground. He's clicking like right along here, hoping he can do some damage that way. Yeah, it sucks is there's a door on this side of the house, so you can just keep hopping out and popping units in. And you can see the health. Wow, look at that. There's 2 Brens. While they've taken our field, Lipton's now pushing in and taking their field. I do not... Look at my Oversedan. I do not like that gun shooting at me. So I'm actually going to push him back. He did a little bit of damage. He got 1 hit or so. At least we cut off their field. That's the biggest thing. Even if they're briefly suppressed. I wonder if Lipton... If he actually waits, he can grab onto the double Shreks and then flank this thing and destroy it. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on see if he does that or not. So I do have a Panzer IV on the field here. Now I can't just charge him like an idiot because I know if he mined up here, there's probably mines around here. And there's an AT gun I saw that was shooting at my headquarters. So I can't just go bonsai this thing in. So they're fighting Lipton over here with not a good engagement actually for the captain here. Lipton actually could have won that. I would have stayed, but there's other units on the way to reinforce. I guess Lipton figured that. But they deny our field, we deny their field. This house has been the biggest pain for me. Mainly wow, look at that damage to my guys here. I gotta fall back again. Be nice if I had a forward retreat pointer. These guys are vet 5, 9. Sorry, vet 4. 9 kills. Getting that high veterancy. Mostly because they probably survived a lot of stuff. I just figure out, hey, I got my machine gun. I have my infantry support gun. I can keep trying to push, and Lipton told me they took that. So now there's a Panzer IV on the field. With great accuracy. So they're doing a coordinated attack right now. They're hitting our field. They're hitting the victory point on the left side here, as well as pushing into this side. I was really hoping he was dumb and was going to go on the ice. I'm going to try to Faust him here. The worst thing possible would be to get my Panzer IV on the ice. Look, I Fausted him on the other side of the street here, so he decided to go on the ice. I just made sure I got him as quickly as possible off of it. And now we're starting doing some damage. You have the armored skirts after all too, but I am aware. I do see a Cromwell who just bounced off my armored skirt here, so I'm going to shoot him and try to get behind the house here. Or this is actually a good angle for me. He's now deflected twice, so I deflected off of his armor right here too. So as I turn my tank, I missed that shot here. So I'm not going to push forward. This is a totally even fight here. And they have an AT gun, so there's no reason to do that. Now they're moving up with a Sherman here. And wow, Lipton is going to get the squad killed here. Run, Lipton, run! Nope. I bounced off the... Why does my guy keep hitting their turret? I will say one good thing about Man of War, because I've actually... Again! I've been playing Man of War 2. Assault Squad. Man of War Assault Squad 2. I'm like, do not get your butt on that ice there and sink. So I wiped out his AT gun, which is really good here. Man of War Assault Squad, you can direct control where your units actually fire, so you can try to pierce the armor, hit a track, disable it. Like, I like that. I like being able to directly control units that way. So he's in trouble right now. Because I have the AT unit moving in. I have more infantry moving in, and if he wants to fight me, I will absolutely fight him. I'm going to Faust him here. So, yeah, buddy. That didn't work out for you right there. I'm going to push forward. I'm going to press my advantage. So that guy's dead. Lipton manages to push through the middle here as the Sherman's on the far left side of the top of the map here. And he pulled back his ambulance, which was smart. I can't believe he actually tanked a shot with his rear armor there. He popped smoke. That's going to stop me. I did lose one of my squads there, unfortunately. Now he's going to try to reman this AT gun. But he's in fire. So I'm just going to go in circles. He can't really do anything to stop me. His AT gun is isolated after all. And it's low health too. So his AT gun's not going to be doing too well here. It will get wiped out. I will try to take out this position if I can. And I've kind of opened up this side now with the armor. So let's see, we have a Sherman versus a Panzer IV. Lipton has taken the center back, but is losing that other side. He is trying to kill the AT gun here. Let's look at Lipton's attack over here. Vet 3, very nice Grenadier unit. Wow, good shot right there from the Panzer IV. Now we have some heavy artillery. Lipton better get the hell out of here. Looks like we have some Air Force with rockets. Yep. That strafing run costs so much, and it is very, very expensive. So we have a Jackson entering the field here. Well, I got Cromwell 2.0 here. These guys really need some health. Actually, I think I was gonna Faust him there. So it is time to retreat. I have done my job. I have taken out his mortar support there. It's time to back the hell up. Now, what do I have to back up? I do have these guys here, and they are ready to help protect my tank in case Cromwell decides to push forward. I would have loved, these guys were actually in position here. They were going to try to salvage that and salvage the AT gun here. And definitely not hopping in this house because a bullet would literally just destroy this thing. So definitely going after his Cromwell. That was a good hit there, but my guys are going to scare him off. I'm definitely not advancing. I have my fuel. I have our fuel here. The U.S. Air Force is swarming around over here. I can't get a Storm Tiger, and I see that because I have plenty of manpower. I am floating manpower. This guy's vet 2. What I really need to do is get some field medics, and I'm going to see this in a second. I'm going to establish a retreat point here. Maybe I should have done it earlier, but they were bombarded. They had the range to hit this whole area here, so I didn't want to get my units to force retreat. Get them killed by his mortar. Vet 3, will Lipton lose his squad? Run, Lipton squad. Someone's going down. Yeah, and this headquarters isn't too... Oh, yes. You know I hate artillery? Land mattress time. This is a very protected position, thankfully. I hate land mattresses. I can use them. I like using them, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, we got the medics here. I'm going to get the retreat point now. This will be a much better point here. Now, you have to be very careful with the Storm Tiger, because if you're not, it has one shot. You have one shot to do it. And I could easily take out this tank in one shot here. Unfortunately, these guys need to get healed up here, which I'm gonna have to reinforce there. I'm gonna hit that mine barely, so now my great new tank is in trouble and he cannot help. There's an AT gun in the back that's doing some real damage. I'm gonna fire at this building and wipe that out, so now it's time to fall back. My other tank, Vet 2, is having trouble maneuvering. I really don't want to go on the ice. I'm trying to get him back this way. I'm gonna blitz. And I really don't have anything to stop this guy. Look at that rear armor. If I lose this, I'm in very big trouble here. But he wasted his shot there and missed, and I was able to get that. Very lucky with my Vet 3 tank there. In fact, I'm lucky I didn't lose either of my tanks to what he had. If I were him, I maybe would have gone after the Storm Tiger. Now I have infantry to back me up here. I'm actually going... I love to repair my tank here, but this one's actually mobile. This one is more of a priority right now because its engine is damaged due to that mine. So higher priority is the more vulnerable one. I'm going to start reloading because I figure I'm not going to move this anyway. If I do get hit while I'm reloading with this, though, it'll be very, very bad because they automatically get decrewed from the last time I looked when they reload. But it just gives us some time right now, and I can use it as a great tool. I already took out those guys there. Just going to start shooting at these. Wow, nice shot there. Lipton, in spite of the U.S. Air Force, has taken the left side again. The right side is starting to be more opened up for me, too. He is mad. He is firing directly at my headquarters here, which is another reason why I don't keep too many units around here. I have some Storm Pioneers repairing this tank here, but the veterancy is going to really help me, making the rate of fire higher, being able to get target acquisition, and get combat ability blitz. He's going to move right in with his Sherman. I don't understand this move. I think it's rushing forward, no infantry support, especially your opponent has a Storm Tiger. Yeah, I was going to try to fire here. I stopped myself because I knew it would just be a miss there. And you can bet, sure as hell, I am definitely not going to put this guy on the ice. Not going to happen. And I am still struggling with the British. They've kept their units alive. And you have to retreat here. I have not unlocked the forward retreat. He's going to move forward. I saw my Storm Tiger right here. And check this out. Two of these guys right here. I know I'm barely on the ice here. He's going to try to retreat. Nope. Perfect shot. Goodbye, buddy. Sherman down. This guy is heavily, heavily damaged. Almost got 2 for 1 right there. And my tank is now Vet 4, baby. It's awesome. So they seem to be trying to smash my position here. They have all their tanks down here. So Lipton is actually freeing the north to deal with their fuel and take that away from them. And I can capture this fuel here in a little bit. I'm in trouble. This thing cannot defend itself. I was not reloading. He's actually going to try to flank around here. However, he's going to get shot. This is a Vet 4 tank he has to be careful about. And yeah, so that tank just got taken out. That Jackson just missed. I'm going to start reloading here as I'm double repairing here. I'm going to hit his main gun. He's going to come forward again without a main gun. And I'm going to move up and snipe him. So this is a Panzer IV ace right here. All these vehicles, I need to get them back though. Vet 4 here, advanced sighting. We pushed even further increase in the weapon range. That's what we saw there. I was so happy right here. Lipton has his Tiger. He definitely with that thing coming in the ice. Thankfully they're going after me here. I'm gonna pull back my tank and not get my infantry killed here. I would love to reinforce this damaged squad here, but I feel like I don't have the time. I figure 2 is better than none right now. I'm gonna be aggressive. I am aggressive with this Storm Tiger here. Lipton has seized control of the whole left side of the map. And if he wants to mess with me with if he wants to attack with an AT gun, guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna meet the Storm Tiger. I would not want to be one of these guys. Bam! And he missed. Can you believe that? I was so upset with my Storm Tiger there. I shot a little too close. Anyway, I managed to hit him right as he turns here, and I'll kill his veteran crew. Yeah, my infantry is just getting slaughtered this match, though. My tanks, that is a full Vet 5 tank here. Managed to pick up a Brad. I'm going to retreat here. Forward retreat point is being established right now as we speak. So they're moving in again. They do manage to kill my headquarters. Now, I have a Storm Tiger on the field. And I'm actually reloading here. I realize this is the U.S. Air Force. I gotta get the hell out of here. So here the rocket's going. It is time to retreat, especially the Vet 5 tank here. Gonna blitz out of here. These guys are still reloading. I need to get him out of here too. They're also outflanking me here, so I'm getting these. This thing is kind of covering this one here. I think we should be able to get out of this circle in time, and I can reinforce and heal up these Storm Pioneers here. So they didn't manage to kill my gun crew. Big deal. These guys are Vet 3, only 17 kills. Lipton is now pushing on his infantry, doing a nice flank maneuver against all the AT over here. And if they're not careful, he's going to get Fausted. In fact, he should have got Fausted there. But Land Match is doing a ton of damage. Ultimately, though, German heavy armor will prevail in the end here against the Land Matches if they're not careful. They actually only have one Sherman on the field. They lost a lot of tanks for not a really good reason over there. I'm really trying to keep my tanks off the ice if I can. Anyway, healing up and reinforcing these guys here. About 320 kills. Okay, the infantry support gun did its job. Yeah, our opponents also have no fuel, so we're getting 32. Let's see how much they're getting. 13. And it looks like neither of them. This guy has a little bit of fuel. He could grab another Cromwell. Maybe saving up for a Firefly. So Lipton's actually trying to take out the AT guns here. I was like, hey Lipton, I got you. I can salvage. This tank is very damaged. I really need to get it repaired. I see that, so my two squads are going to move in here. His tank decided to do a spinning, a bunch of spins here and got taken out by the AT. That was poor pathing right there by the game, not Lipton's fault. I'm actually going to grab a mechanized regiment headquarters here because we have so much fuel. Oh, you know what I think I'm doing? I think the priority was not repairing my tank here. I think it was actually salvaging one of these AT guns here. I wanted to salvage both if I could, but the Brits are going to start pushing in here. So that AT gun's gone. I didn't really need the fuel. Could have upgraded these units here, but I don't trust myself to keep these guys alive, honestly. Lipton needs... This is not a good spot to repair. And that squad died instantly. I'm gonna try to I'm trying to turn around my guy here. If he gets his Sherman stuck, or... I'm actually firing. And I missed. I can usually gauge that pretty well, but I did not that time. I like how I have the truck just maneuver. They come from the base, they go drive on the ice, and they come back this way instead of just going straight on the land. I have to be getting more of these guys. I know it. See, our opponents definitely aren't done. They're going to keep fighting. It's definitely not over. They do have some more armor on the field now. Wow, Lipton's AT gun. If you did target weak point right now, you can actually probably wipe this Sherman out. And yeah, do not trust the pathfinding. That guy tried to back up there, pop smoke at the same time, and he just backed into the house and got stuck. So Lipton lost a tank that way. I don't lose a tank that way, actually. But yeah, Lipton's tank is dead there. I'm just reloading. I only have 5 kills. I'm not too happy with my performance so far. Well, okay, I did manage to wipe out a Sherman, though, so that was good. And an MG crew, but I've only fired about 3 or 4 times here, so... Yeah. Now I'm bringing up this headquarters. I got plenty of fuel. I can get these guys all set up. I can get a King Tiger also. Keep that in mind. A King Tiger. Imagine having a King Tiger. That would be sick. Now, as we all know from my intro, I can take down British infantry with a Storm Tiger, so I'm going to lose another squad here. I'm just not paying attention. And it's not like I was microing a lot of stuff either here. Yeah, so our opponents are putting up a machine gun nest this far forward. That's Very defensive. Lipton's once again taking their field. His infantry has just become more and more veteran. Some of these Vet 3 units here. He's giving them a lot of weapons. These have the MG. These guys have the Gewehr. So going up against the Lieutenant, they should actually win this fight. However, we have Airborne coming, and that might tilt the fight into the Americans' favor here. I'm moving in. I see the land mattress. That is priority. I'm going to chase them and try to wipe them out. How many kills do you have? 11? If there wasn't an easy 8 on the field, sorry, Firefly. If there wasn't a Firefly on the field there, I would have pushed further. Look at my tank just moving up. Vet 5, 26 kills, 6 vehicles. So I'm pushing very far, and I could easily get outflanked. The U.S. is definitely. So check this out. I know it's not 20 men, but bam. Okay, so I got about 7 guys right there. So that was something. My tank is veteran. I'm trying to get him the hell back here. I'm gonna get sniped, which is unfortunate. So I just lost my tank. So that was actually the best Panzer I've had as the OKW, I think, ever. 26 kills, 6 vehicle kills is a really big out stat there. So he knows I'm very vulnerable. That was my tank protecting this guy here. So I'm gonna have to fall back. But I can salvage this guy here and this wreck. But I forgot you can actually salvage the wrecks. So I'm just gonna go after the AT gun here. After I, of course, capture this point. However, I can get the Königstiger, or King Tiger, German. Tiger B. 88mm gun, ridiculously good. Right now, I think the fact that our opponents are having trouble controlling their field, we have the tanks, we have the map control. I think that's what's really, really telling about how the battle has shifted. We were triple capped. You have to preserve your armor. I don't have a King Tiger skin, actually. Here's the kills right now. Whipping is way more than me. About 25 more. Yeah, I do not like when the King Tiger's on the ice, but I figure we're relatively safe back here. So the Brits are moving up. They're taking their MG I wiped out earlier. I have a Storm Tiger and a King Tiger. I don't think you should be allowed to have both these on the field, and that's coming from a guy that plays the OKW. But rarely do you see, I rarely have gone up against a Storm Tiger and a King Tiger in the same match from the same player. It's very rare, because usually people go for the Panther. So the way I look at this is we have the north, we have the center, we have our fuel. Let them come. We have a Tiger and a King Tiger. What are they really going to do to us? I have the anti-tank squads moving out. The Storm Tiger is ready. It is vulnerable on its own, so you have to be careful. Lipton's kind of maneuvering around with his Oswin, taking out that squad here. Oh, so close to capturing that too. The US is having trouble with their tanks kind of colliding into each other. I hop these guys into the house here. I'm going to hop out because it's so low health they could probably throw a grenade and wipe me out here. I'm kind of trying to be smart with this, but I see a target here I can use. And plus the fact that I'm making real progress, I'm going to push back any kind of tanks they have. I do have the support here. So they're actually going to see this Storm Tiger get ready to fire. He's going to have to turn. So he's going, but the American player does not see this. So I managed to fire that shot, and that is when my opponent decided to surrender. Good game to our opponents. It was a fun match. They were polite in the beginning. One of them was. So the big thing that led us to the victory was the Tigers. Lipton was doing a very good job. It was very good. He was able to spread out on the north and the center. While I struggled early on, once I got that Panzer IV and started taking out a lot of their armor, I mean, they still had this side. Okay, the replay is still ending with them having this victory point. but it's a lot easier for them to reinforce. They had to commit a ton of resources down here to hold this. So in the end, good game to our opponents. I definitely enjoyed this match. I'll see you guys in the next one. Got for man 221, signing off.